Hi, I'm Kim,
Hi, and I'm Al.
and we want to welcome you to our wedding. But before the nuptials take place, we wanted to just to give you a little background on how we met. Um, Al and I met the first time was during an account. We're a part of the treasury team, and so um, Al joined the count on my particular day of serving um, for the Treasury team. And when he did, he was mm, so serious, so focused on the task at hand. And he really wasn't conversing. He was basically just staying focused on his, the money that he was counting and, and so forth. And during that time, we would, of course, we would tend to, what do you want to call it, play the dozens, or we were joning on each other, which was the saying back in the day. And so during the session of just talking, Al was listening to us, and he just you could see his facial expressions, but he wouldn't say anything. And so at one point, we really started joning on each other really hard. And so all of a sudden, he then, would crack a smile, a couple of smiles. And I, that caught my eye when it came to him because he had such a beautiful smile. And, but yet he was so serious. And that's the first time that I met Al.
Okay, the first time, well, that's this is the first time that Kim and I met was at that particular Sabbath where I filled in for one of her team members who was absent that Sabbath because we served on different treasury teams. Like I would count on the second and fifth Sabbath, and Kim would count just on the third Sabbath. So this was the third Sabbath of that particular month where we met, and that's true. I very focused on what I was doing because I worked in banking before, and I like to settle or balance the very first time around. And so I'm counting checks, and I have to make sure I'm not transposing numbers or making a mistake when I'm putting the checks amount or the amount of money into my calculator because it has to balance. You have to balance the checks with the envelopes. In any event, that's why I was so focused on what I was doing, and I've always gone by the mantra of work first, then play. So that applies to just about everything that I do, whether I'm at teaching or in this particular case, counting the collections for that Sabbath. It's always work first, then play. And so, yeah, I was focused on getting that done first. And then I would maybe join in their conversation, but not so much because I was fairly new, didn't really know people that well yet. And so I rather err on the side of caution. I didn't want to say anything that may be offensive to someone there. You're trying to blend in, but you really don't know these people that well. But uh, but they find funny what they don't find so funny. So I just thought it best to, just stay in my lane, as people say, stay in my lane. Do what I'm there for. Get the money, get the count right, and then partake in their frivolities and what have you. But that's how we met. That's the very first time that Kim and I met, and I tease her about this often about I think it was one Sabbath after second service. I was standing in the hallway across from the treasurer's office, by Pastor Johnson's office. And Kim was standing across from me. She had on this all white outfit, looking very pious, where she was holding her hands. And I was going, and in my mind, I was hearing, these angels sing, like, ah, because she was looking
Really?
so pious. Yes, but, and the thought in my mind at that very moment was that, okay, this is a very attractive young lady. I know she's married. If she's not married, she has a man in her life. Those types of thoughts are running through my head. So I had no inkling or no inclination whatsoever to, try as some guys would say, get with her or anything like that. It was just beyond, the realm of possibility for me for that to happen. So I said, okay, I can be cool with us just being friends and nothing more than that. Because she's a good conversationalist. That's what I did learn in our talks together, that she can hold a conversation on any topic, on any level. And I was perfectly fine with that. So that being said, how we got to this point where we are now, we were about to become one and become man and wife. It's truly been, to this day, still amazes both of us, really, because we both didn't have the slightest idea that we would end up at this moment in our lives, at this point in our lives. And so, and to fill in another, I guess, episode scenario, how we met, was at this luncheon that Leslie, at the time, he was the treasurer at our church at Seabrook. And in January of last year, January 2019, he gave a luncheon for all of the members of the treasury team at his house. And so at the end of this luncheon, he asked me if I would help Kim take some of her cooking utensils out to her car. And so I said, sure, no problem. So once we got to her car, we began to talk, and the conversation lasted about a good 2 to 3 hours, closer to 3 hours. And at the end of that conversation, we embraced, and to this very day, she accuses me of, I guess doing something, seductive, or I still say I'm innocent. I don't know what she's talking about. It was just an embrace, just like showing you appreciation for, I appreciate you, Sister Kim, and all that you do. And he had that, I guess, brotherly, sisterly hug going on. I said,
No,
she's
he
not
gave
buying, she's not buying
great
this.
hug, a great
But
hug.
it was
so.
totally innocent. I didn't mean anything by it. I wasn't trying to give her no secret, no signal or nothing like that. And so that was that was the genesis of how we came to be a couple. Because as time went on, she would call me from time to time. And this one particular time she called me, she was on her way home from work. This must have been around late April, I believe, late April, early May. And this conversation lasted about a good 7 hours, easily 7 hours, maybe closer to 8. But after that conversation, that's when it struck me that, hey, there's something here. I hadn't felt this way about a particular person in a very, very long time. And I've shared that with Kim. I've shared those sentiments with Kim. And so I had to pursue. I had to know if this was real, what I was feeling, what I was feeling about her. Was that real, or was it just something that was like, I don't know. I forgot the word that we used back in the day. Not a figment of my imagination, but infatuation. That's what it was. I needed to know if it was more than just infatuation, or So I said, okay, I need to check this out further. So as time went on, Pastor Munoz asked me to host this growth group for the summer 2019. And he said, we may want to think about a co-host, someone to host a group with you. So I said, okay. And the first person I thought of was Kim, because by that time we had, become, fairly close, talking here and there. But uh, for a person like myself, some people don't see it or don't think it's about me, but I'm basically a shy person. It takes a while for me. It takes a while for me to warm up, to you, to get to know you, feel comfortable to the point where I can ask you just about anything. So that's how I was feeling towards Kim. Those are my hangups, I guess. Anyway, I got the nerve up to ask her. And I think I did send you a text, right? It's by text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was by text. Sent her a text, and that was like on a Sunday. She said, "Well, I'll think about it, and I'll let you know by the end of the week." I said, "Okay, fine." And I'm thinking, doubt starts to creep in. Nah, she's not going to accept. She's probably too busy, doing this, doing that. Well, come to find out, she responded to my offer that Wednesday or Thursday. So then that's when I said, well, okay, things are looking up. I started feeling good about, yeah, okay, it's a good chance here. It's looking good. And so basically, that's when. Shortly after that's when, as they say in the old days, that's when our courtship started. Started introducing her as at the time girlfriend, significant other, those type of terms. And as they say, the rest is history. And so now here we are at this moment, about to be united as man and wife, um, spend the rest of our lives together. And I say, and I tell her this all the time, I can't imagine living the rest of my life without you in my life. I mean, it just wouldn't seem right to me not to have her uh, in my life as a part of my life. I don't know. I don't know how what I would do without her at this point. I mean, I'm so accustomed to having her around and being with her. It just seems natural that it has come to this. And I think we both feel that. Well, I'm pretty sure we both feel the same way. I know we both feel the same way about that because she's said as much to me as well that she doesn't see how she could go on without me being around the rest of her days and vice versa. I don't see how I could be without her the rest of my days. So we're just both thankful, first of all, to the Most High God for bringing us together, for bringing us through some challenging times since we've been together. Namely, when we were both infected with COVID this past summer. Uh, how he just brought us through that whole situation. I mean, there were times where I was weak, wasn't really sure how it was going to turn out, and same thing with her. Uh, I mean, it got to the point where I went and got her and brought her back here with me, uh, just so I could rest at night, just so I could sleep at night. I know she was at in her home, by herself, no one there to really help her. And I mean, I was worried. I worried constantly about her, and I knew the only way that I would have peace of mind is if I had her with me. The way I could look after her, make sure that she has what she needs when she needs it. And so I just thank God for blessing me to be able to be there for her in that capacity to make sure that she didn't go without. But at the same time, we both have people that we need to thank, uh, like to thank for being there for us when make sure that we didn't do without and certain things that we needed, and we just couldn't go out because of our condition. So you want to?
So before we close, I just wanted to say, just, just all of the stuff we've been together, through together this year. COVID, which was very scary, touch and go for both of us, losing a family member because of COVID. Black Lives Matter. We were a part of that. And we were able to experience that together. Going to Hampton, as you can see us back there, we went to his old alma mater, and it was just
The best HU, by the way.
But anyway, we went there and we had a fantastic time. Going skydiving, which he actually said yes to me when I asked him if he would go skydiving with me. Man after my own heart, he's willing to take that leap with me. And because he did, I wanted to take this leap with him in terms of marriage. And I know that this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful adventure for the both of us. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that actually brought us together. We had so many. We had one sister who said, take it down the aisle, take it down the aisle. And it was just hilarious when she said it. And then another sister, Sister Bradford, who told Al, she's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready.
Yeah, thank you for that prodding, Sister Yvonne Bradford.
So, and so we had so many people that actually was instrumental in, us coming to this point, finding this point, this beautiful ending, or shall I say beautiful beginning. And so I just want to thank you. I want to tell you we love you all, every last one of you. And thank you, Pastor Johnson.
Yes, thank you, Pastor Johnson.
For the counseling for the both of us. Thank you for just being our pastor. And thank you for just your support in everything that Al and I have been through and will go through. We just want to say that we love all of you, Seabrook members, and we love you, Al's family and my family.
Yes.
And we just want you to sit back, relax, and join us now in the joining of Al and myself in marriage.
Thank you, one and all, and hope you enjoyed the ceremony.
Take care.
Take care.
Love you.